Ron and Fez. 102.7 WNEW.
Come see the greatest show. Gather up all juggalos and rock.
All right, Billy Staples wants to say. Billy Staples, of course, empties our...
trash cans?
Yeah.
Hey, Billy Staples.
Hey, guys.
What is it that you want to say? Billy, of course, one of these guys, he carries a flag everywhere, and he's got his I Love New York shirt. Mm-hmm. You said you were going to wear that every day until the towers are born again?
Oh, yeah. It's ridiculous. I mean, why isn't everyone doing this? It annoys the heck out of me. What
annoys you? You said earlier you were upset.
Well, no. I mean, I'm doing all I can to show my support and do whatever's possible. And, you know, I got my I Love New York shirt. They're 3 for $10. All of New York should be out there wearing these things right now. Get one with the Trade Center. Get one that says New York City on it. You know, show some support. Yeah, everyone's got their American flags. But, hey, they bombed our city. You know, show some support for New York out there, too. Yeah, and I'm listening to, I heard that guy's quote about Bush, you know, that we're at war now. And the other day he says we're at war.
Right.
Well, where is it? I'm a little tired of this.
You're already upset with W. You're saying we should have already been at war by now?
It's been almost a week, okay? He comes out and tells the country we're at war. Let's do something. You know, show the American people. It's not just words. Let's get out there and do something already. You know, just taking out this one guy, Bin Laden, is not going to be answer. One guy is not going to make up for the 5,000 dead people we have in our city right now.
Yeah, we'll make up for it, Billy, in your opinion.
It's tough. Do I have an exact answer? No, but his little terrorist community goes into a hell of a lot more countries than just Afghanistan. You know, we got Syria, we got Jordan, we got Lebanon, Iran, Iraq. All these guys in one form or another have some kind of involvement with this guy as far as we know. Nobody should go unpunished for this. And it's time to act. It's not time for diplomacy, none of this crap. It's time to act and do something and show the American people that, you know what, you can't do this to us.
All right, but I understand that you're upset, Billy, but you don't know what the guy's going to do yet.
Well, no one does, but you know what? Do something. Show us, show the world, show New York City, show the people in Washington, show the people who lost family members that, you know what, we're not going to talk. We're not going to wait. You know, give us something. I don't know. It's like we all woke up now, this whole country of ours, we woke up. I think it's great. People got flags, they're beeping, people are nicer to each other. But you know what? It doesn't take away from the fact of what they did, and we haven't done anything in retaliation yet.
And Billy hung the big flag in our office that you can see from West 57th Street.
And I can't stay there forever, Billy, because, you know, we got no view. Here's Matt. Matt wants to talk to Billy. Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, do you guys understand that no country, the English couldn't do it, the Russians couldn't do it, successfully invade Afghanistan? There's nothing there. It's just caves and rocks. They hide in the caves. The English invaded. They got their butt handed.
When was England there? Like back in the colonial days, all that gimmick?
Well, but also even with the Russians, the Soviets.
I know when the Russians were. I'm asking you when England was there.
When did England try this?
England, I think, was in the 40s or the 30s, tried doing. Yeah, they were fighting in different conventional wars.
40s and 30s, we were fighting World War II in the 40s.
But the Russians, what I'm saying is the Russians.
No one's talking about the Russians. We all know about the Russians.
We're asking about this English that you brought up, this English invasion.
That, I'm not sure which year it was.
All right, so.
But you know the English did fight Afghanistan.
I have no idea about that. All right, you got a point there. It's a scary situation, Billy, because...
I think most likely what they're going to do is wind up attacking Syria and Iraq and Iran, countries that have something to lose. Afghanistan will never be invaded, never be attacked. The Russians dropped more bombs on them than they did during World War II.
All right, the only thing is the news is setting up like that's where we're going, Afghanistan.
I think they're doing it to appease everyone else. Like, I mean, something's got to be done, and they're not going to sit back and it's not going to placate America by just saying, hey, you know, we're going to wait and see. They need to think something's going to happen. This is America. Everyone wants something done yesterday.
I think you're missing one point, though, about the Russians. Most of their problem with the rebels who are in the mountains. The rebels are on our side right now. They've come out and said so. The problem we
Billy,
have...
you're talking crazy. You don't know anything about this situation.
Yeah, I do.
If you guys remember...
If we go walking in there, you ain't going to know one from the other.
So take them all out.
Well, you're just saying the rebels are on our side.
The rebels are in the mountains. They're not in the major cities.
There is no major cities over there.
Well, you guys also forgetting the U.S. funded Bin Laden to fight the Russians, and they couldn't get him. They couldn't get their hands on him.
Thanks a lot, Matt.
You know, that's in the past.
I thought Bin Laden was in the mountains.
Yeah.
You know, this is all in the past. Right now, we're dealing with right here and right now. All right? And this is, you know...
New York?
Yeah. Well, yeah, right here in New York. This is what happened. I was so angry over this weekend. I probably watched TV almost 24/7 around the clock. And the more I watched it, the more angry and pissed off I was getting. You know, showing all the things and all the people and actually what has happened to us as compared to, you know, just the politics of the whole situation. You know, to see people mourning, the angry, the hurt, and I was down there to see it. You know, it affects you, and it affected me that I am so angry, and the more I see and the more I watch, the more angry I get.
And now you're just ready for obliteration.
You know, we've had problems with the Middle East as long as I've been alive. It's a time to end this crap once and for all. You know, every year it's some other country, some other problem, some other situation. It's time to put an end to it. You know, let's redraw the map over there, for God's sake. Get rid of these damn countries that are always giving us trouble. Let's make a new planet. Not a planet, a new map.
Of the planet.
Thank you.
But why are you mad at Bush?
I'm not mad at Bush. I'm disappointed so far. Let me say that. I'm behind Bush 100% right now. Right now, Bush is our guy. You know, love him, hate him, or whatever. Bush is our guy. But do something. Let's take some action. Show us. I don't care if we blow up a tent. Blow up a tent. It'll make us happy.
All right, here's Nick. Nick, you're on Ron and Fez.
It will.
Hello?
Yeah, buddy.
Hi, Nick.
Hey, this guy said that we're not doing anything. Does he understand that Wednesday we're sending U.S. Marine troops? Like, my best friend, her brother's going. He's not allowed to say where he's going or what, like, is going to happen. Does he know that we're actually doing something?
Well, Wednesday can't get here soon enough if that's the case for me personally.
They need to get guys out of the reserve. Like, they're not, like, standing at the bases ready.
Dude, we have active military. Our fighting force is not just made up of reserves.
We got to get them there.
Yes,
Billy?
but we have active military. It's just not the reserves that we're going to fight.
How you send them there, Pan Am?
Okay, the active military. The Marines' motto is if it absolutely needs to be done overnight. So they have to call all their U.S. Marines because that's what they send in first.
I thought that was Federal Express.
That they send in first. They're not going to send the stupid army in. Not stupid army, the army.
Yeah, now you're attacking
Don't attack the army.
That's wrong.
I didn't mean to attack the army, but I'm just saying they need to send their elite forces in, and this guy doesn't understand. They're going Wednesday. They're going Wednesday to handle this.
Thank you very much, Nick.
No problem. Thanks.
See you. Billy, it just seems like you're a little bit emotional here.
I really am, and I'm sorry. You call it unpolitically correct, call it whatever you want.
I'm not going to call it unpolitically correct.
You know, but this is the way I feel, and this has grown on me. And as like I had the sorrow, I had the grief, and all of a sudden this turned into
now
anger.
You're angry.
I'm very angry.
When did you hit the anger?
Over the weekend, when I was.
At what time?
Was there one thing that triggered it the most?
Probably just watching the nonstop coverage all weekend on the cable and seeing the people who have actually lost loved ones and seeing the actual attack of the planes over and over again.
But let me say something to you, Billy.
Sure.
We're sending our guys over there, Americans.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to send them in half-ass. I don't want to get anybody else killed on our side.
Yeah, but when is it going to be full-assed, Ron? They may never have something that they are 100% comfortable with. You know, we don't know where Bin Laden is. We don't know this. Come on. We have a multi-billion-dollar intelligence network in this country. We know enough.
We didn't know enough that they were going to do this thing before you go, bragging about that. We didn't know what we were doing the other day.
No, they didn't know it was coming. That doesn't take away what we do know in the past. I mean, we know, I don't know the name of his terrorist network, but we know it's in other countries.
Hold on.
Ron, let me put it in an analogy.
All right, hold on. People want to talk to you. All right, let me hear your analogy.
When you're taking a nap or you're sleeping and somebody wakes you up and you're not like ready to wake up or something, how do you feel?
I'm a little grumpy.
A little grumpy, a little angry. Well, you know what? They woke up America. They woke up this country. And you know what? We're a little grumpy. We're a little angry.
We were woken up before we were supposed to?
Here's the thing, Billy. Why would you think me being woken up from a nap would be a stronger metaphor than someone bombing my city while my children were at school?
Well, it seems
that's the metaphor right there.
You're just having a difficulty understanding what I'm saying.
I'm getting it 100%. But what I'm saying is this, Billy. We've got guys more highly trained than you out there on Long Island.
Right.
And I know you spent a lot of years writing parodies and stuff like that.
Come on, don't minimize.
I'm minimizing what you've done with your life. That's all. And I'm feeling like we got to leave it up to those guys.
Are you saying you would not like to tune in CNN right after the show and see the bombs blasting over the Middle East somewhere that our guys are dropping bombs?
I'd like to get that during
what I would like to get is this thing done properly. And believe it or not, you're not going to believe this. They're not calling me and asking me what we should do next.
They don't want to wake you up.
We've elected Bush. We've got military guys there. I'm a little nervous about the situation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you. I understand you being angry. I understand it 100%. I also know that there's boys over there that ain't coming back.
We gave this guy or this country 3 days to bring us Bin Laden. They bring us Bin Laden. Are you going to be happy with that? With one guy?
I don't know what could make me happy now. I'm going to probably be unhappy for a long time. They bombed my city.
Yeah.
So I don't know what could possibly happen at this point to ever make me happy again.
Well, these guys, they have this fundamental belief that they interpret this Quran any way they want to make it that this is justifiable. And it's like so absolutely ridiculous. And just the fact that we are going to sit here and say we're going to wait and do the right thing. No, let's just do something. God, I hate not... Every time I turn on the TV...
Who said we're not doing anything? Just calm it down,
Ron,
Billy.
I can't help
Billy,
it.
you got to calm down.
I can't calm down. Every time I look out...
Smoke. All right, hold on. Some people want to talk.
Don't make me laugh.
Some people want to talk here. Tags, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hi.
Hey, guys.
Tags, go ahead.
Billy, I completely understand what you're saying, but you got to look at it this way. What took place in New York took at least 3 to 5 years to plan. They got to take some time to figure out how to do it and how to do it right. Our Army is about precision today. It's not about just going in and knocking anybody down.
And keeping as many people safe as possible while they do it.
Exactly. We don't need to lose any more people.
No, Tags, I understand that aspect, but you know what? It's an emotional trigger for me right now. It's an emotional... Are we talking logically or are we talking emotionally? Right now, my emotions are saying, I want my pound of flesh.
Right. Now's the time you got to sit back and say, all right, I am emotional, but I got to wait until I am logical. And that's what they're doing.
Well, there are other people, Tags, who can be the logical ones right now.
Right, and they're the ones running the military, Billy.
Exactly.
And that's why that if a general was screaming like a lunatic like you, we'd say, I don't know whether this guy is prepared.
You don't think that there are guys on the Joint Chiefs right now who are screaming?
I swear, I hope they're not acting like you. If there's a guy down there wearing a big I Heart New York T-shirt and wearing... It looks like one of those... Would you let me talk, Billy? One of those patriotic hats that Jerry Garcia would wear. One of those big, high Stars and Bars top hats.
Those crazy Uncle Sam hats?
Literally, they would take him out of the meeting, Billy.
Absolutely not, Ron. I'm hoping there's a guy like that down there. Because these are the guys... These guys
I won't sleep tonight.
Well, these guys have risen to the top of their respective branch of the services because of their beliefs in the service and that America should be defended at all costs.
Right.
They're not going to sit there and go, no, we should be passive and let's talk out. They're going to say, no, let's nuke these bastards right now.
All right, easily. I know that you don't have a lot of restraint. They literally have to staple your stomach together because you don't have much restraint. But I don't want you getting a heart attack over this thing. Trust in the system that we have here.
So, Billy, just so I can understand a little bit better, right now, you'd like to see us, smart bombing Afghanistan from a distance until we're ready to move in with the actual plan?
No, not at all, Faz. I want to carpet bomb Afghanistan. None of this smart bombing stuff.
What's carpet?
I don't know what that means.
It just means layer upon layer upon layer of bombs. Just a whole city, lay like a piece of carpet of bombs down on it.
Well,
and these buttons in the studio right
place.
I wish these buttons right here were a button to...
Hold on.
Those are microphones, and don't touch those.
Yes, you'll be turning off things that you hate. We do have to do whatever we're going to do properly.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm telling you, Billy, that I don't think that they can, I'm not comfortable with them attacking my city, blowing up the World Trade Center, and doing something. I'm not one of those people that had the candles out the other night that you were hugging and singing with.
No, come on. Don't even start.
You turned peace-nicky.
I never turned peace-nicky. I was just down there. I was just reporting the scene. I admit I did get angrier since then.
Yeah.
And don't make light of my shirt. Everyone should be wearing these shirts.
Did I say anything about your shirt?
You guys wearing one. It's a show of support for everyone in this city. This city is coming.
Who loves New York more than I do?
Probably me right now.
Because you're wearing a shirt.
Yeah. Is that wrong to think that?
Billy, you're all emotional right now.
Ron, I am very emotional right now. And I've been this way all day.
I know you are.
I didn't even buy a hot dog from the back of the street.
God, what's up, boys?
Hey, Tom.
This guy's killing me. Please, staple your goddamn mouth shut. You don't even know what you're talking about. The president wanted your opinion either calls you.
Dude, I'm just talking from my
You're a
heart,
moron,
okay?
Because you're wearing a stupid I Love New York shirt. That means that
Stupid?
you love New York more than anybody
It's
else.
stupid?
You're like those movie stars that wear the little red patch on their suits because they care more about people dying of AIDS than anybody else.
What does that have to do with anything?
What it has to do with it is you're saying Iran and Fez, hey, you guys, where's your T-shirt? Because they're not wearing one, they don't care as much as you?
No, because they were making fun of mine. That's the only reason I said it.
Dude, you don't even know what you're talking about.
What do I not? What do I not know?
To strike right away. You're like a big idiot. What he's going to do is like everyone else has been trying to put into that.
What are you, one of these passive dove waving,
He waves a dove.
Well, I didn't hear that.
He called you a dove wave, right? I think he's confused.
I'm a dove waver?
I'm a little confused.
Yeah.
You listen, man, I'm talking to you. I'm saying what I feel, okay? You can feel something different. That doesn't make it
Because
wrong.
you want a quick resolution. You sound like an idiot. A quick resolution.
Oh, I'm sorry for caring about my country and my city. So if that makes me an idiot, then I'm an idiot.
No, because you want a quick resolution. Let's go bomb a country, and that'll make you feel better. Jack off.
Well, it would.
Bomb the hell out of everyone once they catch this.
Well, what is your big plan then? What are you going to do? Sit on your ass?
Billy,
jerk off.
We're not going to have plans.
Okay.
The president, the military chiefs of staff will have a plan.
Right.
Not us.
You fat bastard.
Oh, yeah, that's appropriate, yeah.
All right, that's enough. Thank you, Tom. All right, Billy, here's the best email for you I could ever think of. Josh wrote this in, and it said, you should tell Sonny that he's going to get ambushed at the toll booth. Remember what happened when Sonny was leading with his emotions?
Mm-hmm.
And I understand being angry and hurt. We're all angry and hurt, Billy.
Do you think I'm the only one who feels like this, though? I mean, am I alone in my feelings of I want...
What did I just tell you? Every one of us feels empty from what happened.
We all want revenge, Billy.
But that
we all
doesn't mean
want the people that
it
did this
doesn't
to
mean
pay
we
for it.
start turning on each other, turning on the president.
Well, I'm not. No. You misunderstood me. I'm not turning on Bush. I said Bush is my guy. I just wish right now that he would have done something already. That's what I'm saying. I want to see action. I don't want to hear talk. I don't want to hear rhetoric. I don't want to hear any more speeches.
But I don't understand what action you want to see by now.
You know what? Maybe you need to do, and I'm not kidding about this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being serious as your friend. Maybe you better turn off the TV a little bit and just wait and hold on and wait. And I understand, and I see your eyes tearing up. We've all been there. We've all been crushed. We've all been furious. We've all been through all these emotions. We're not back to normal yet.
No.
All right?
And we're not going to be back to normal for quite some... Ron, what is going to be the new normal? Life as we know it has changed as of last Tuesday.
Life has changed, but you've been wearing the same shirt now.
I bought 3 of them.
Oh, did you?
Different
Yeah. Okay.
ones.
I didn't know that. And that was part of the thing getting me nervous.
No, I bought 3
All right,
of
let
them.
me take some other calls, all right, Billy?
Okay.
And I want to get back to you, and you're our friend. I'm not saying that you're not our friend. I'm not saying that you're not right to feel all these emotions.
I just don't want to come like people think I'm a blithering idiot because I'm emotional and I feel this way about our country and our city. I mean, it's not the way it is at all. I mean, I
understand you're upset. Have you written any songs about it?
No.
Okay. Maybe that's an outlet for you.
No, I feel that would minimize it, and I wouldn't do that.
I was just trying to keep you busy.
Oh.
I wasn't saying we'd play them.
That's a good idea.
I wasn't saying at all that we'd play them, but I thought I'd get you in the other room writing songs down. So, Billy, we're saying we understand where your head's at here. We just want to be, we also have a job here to kind of keep it a little bit cool.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're upset. You don't have to say anything.
No,
you don't
I know.
have to say anything at all.
I'm not going to apologize for my feelings.
No one asked you to.
No, I'm just saying I'm talking to the other people out there, too. I cannot help the way I feel, and just hearing all these individual stories just makes it even worse.
I know. I know that, buddy. Now, Billy, and we sat down and talked about what could we personally do about helping out. And, we did everything we could with Hard Rock Johnny when that's the situation. Now we're in the next step. Now, and, for me personally, and I might be wrong here, but I think that we should put our show's focus on New York, rebuilding that area, and getting people to come into the city. That's something that we could do to help. And to let, George W. do his job, let the military do their job. And that's where, we're at right now.
Okay, that's great for you guys, but if it's all right with you, I'm going to continue to be angry behind the scenes. I mean, if that's the way it's going to be, if that's what you want to send out to the rest of New York, and that's fine. You know what? I'll sit in the office, I'll be at the phones, but if I'm going to continue to be angry until I don't know when. You know, I don't know what's going to make me happy. I don't know whether my pound of flesh will ever be satisfied. And that's just the way I feel right now. And I thank that woman for calling because, God bless her, because I'm glad to know that I'm not alone. I mean, my feelings will not be happy unless we just bomb all these bastards out there, you know, and make them all pay for what they did to us, our city and our country.
I know.
They should pay tenfold for what they did. Sorry.
You don't have to be sorry.
You don't have to be sorry
I'm
at all.
just getting all worked up, that's all.
I know. Billy, it's not like any of us don't feel like you from time to time.
And we're all furious, Billy. We all want to see the efforts that did this pay for it.
We haven't even checked with Al Dukes tonight. Albert, come in here.
I'm going to go have that cigarette now.
No, I want you to stay in here because I worry about you. No, you heard what Billy was saying. We all feel the same way.
Right.
I'm sure we all have gone through this a million times. You know, you're either extra sad or you're furious as Billy is right now.
And the mayor asked, everyone in New York to get back to work and do what they do, and it's hard to. It's hard to get started again.
Yes, it is.
Where's your head right now?
Well, I mean, I would like to see something, come of this so they pay the price for what they did, but I want to make sure that, the president has his plan laid out and that there's not going to be any mistakes, and then once his plan is in place, then let's go ahead and do what we have to do.
So you're willing to wait for the president?
Yeah, I mean, I want to make sure that, we have a set plan in place before we do anything. I don't want to just go over
How long before you found yourself getting, like Billy? How long would it take you?
Well, I'm certainly not at where Billy is. He seems very upset. But, I just don't want him to make any mistakes.
Billy?
No, the president.
All right, so in other words, Billy, you don't want to go running into this situation.
Of course not.
You
that will kill you. That will defeat you. You got to sit and wait.
Does it say? I'm sorry.
Enemy.
Mm-hmm. Does it say anything when you have no doubt whatsoever in your mind that you can overpower the enemy? What do you do then? He says, wait for the attack. What happened? What do you call last Tuesday?
Oh, but you don't want to.
What are we waiting for? Another one? I guarantee there are more of them out there waiting to do something else.
Easy,
no. I'm not saying wait for them to do something else. I'm saying watch what they're doing right now.
They're hiding.
Don't just sit and react. You're going to lose that way.
They are hiding like a bunch of little pussies in their little holes.
Find out where their sources
What
are.
did the president say? He's going to smoke them out of their holes, right?
Mm-hmm. So where's the smoke? Let's do it.
I'm in here.
He wants to rush this thing. Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't rush. If you rush,
He's
you
Sonny.
will lose.
He's Sonny Corleone right now.
Believe me, we will not leave one of those guys standing for what they did to our people, to our freedom, to this country.
God bless you.
I promise you that, Billy. I promise you.
Al?
Yes.
Good luck to you. God bless. All right, my friend?
Take care, Al.
Billy, don't
Be
worry.
careful.
I'm not worried.
We're going to get him, baby. Wednesday, we're going to get him.
You get him.
Semper Fi, my friend.
Get one for me.
Do or die, baby. Do or die.
Billy, does that make you feel better?
Yeah, it actually does a little bit.
And I'll tell you something, Billy. Please never yell at a guy who's going overseas, do it for me. That made me more uncomfortable than anything I've ever heard in my life.
Well, he said he was going to get one for me, so I just agreed with him. Look,
Billy, you said get them from me. Like, win this war from me.
On a personal note. It was a personal note.
I know, but I'm just trying to...
I don't want to do the same thing we did with the Gulf War with Iraq. We push them back to the border and then say, okay, close up tents, we're going home and leave Hussein in power. Oh, yeah, that's been a real good move for us over the past few years.
Billy, I adore you, but I hate to think that you're what we're fighting for.
He thinks he's the Betty Grable of this war, and that they're going to put pictures of him.
I don't know.
Pinups.
Come on, I'm not going to be a pinup in anybody's bunker room, for God's sake.
Finally, you're talking sense.
Turn this song off right now, Al. We don't need this kind of peacenik song. You're trying to, turn this into the 60s. It's not the 60s. It's a whole different thing.
I wasn't sure that it meant that.
What's the name of the song?
Oh, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding?
Do you think we need that in our life right now, or do you think we need like some kind of an attack song?
I guess attack.
I guess he doesn't know. It's like I got one guy a hippie, Al Duke's the hippie, and then I got the hawk outside. not the real hawk. Billy Staples is ready to bomb up everybody. He's ready to bomb Canada over the situation. Thank you very much, Roy. I'm sorry about your losses, buddy.
We're going to end it.
No, I want to end it now. I'm tired of waiting. You know,
Billy? Ron,
it's not wrong to feel that way.
Did I tell you it's wrong to feel this way?
No, but I'm getting...
I feel almost like you're panicking and you're talking out against your country. There's guys in the military right now, okay, going God knows where.
One thing I'm not
planes,
doing...
in boats, and whatever. You send them your best wishes.
Yeah, but I'm not talking against my country. I'm just the opposite. I am not talking against this country. Matter of fact, I'm behind this country more than I probably have been in my lifetime.
One of the things that you got to do to behind them is to give patience to the leadership, okay? That's what I want you to work on. Take a big breath. And Al, in the same way, I don't want you playing what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding. You're lucky we're not Clear Channel. You'd be in trouble. Eric, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I happen to think that Elvis Costello song that Al Dukes played was appropriate. It's a good song, and I think you're wrong for putting him down on that.
Why is that, Eric?
Well, a lot of people might want peace. You never know what these guys might do if we start going bombing them. They might have anthrax bombs or something, or plague bombs.
So what do we do, Eric? We lay here now?
You sit back and you wait. Yeah, you
what are we waiting
start
for?
to think everything out. You don't start jumping to start.
Did I say to jump to conclusions, to go crazy? No. I say our military. You've got listeners of ours that are leaving here tonight. We've been getting calls that are on boats. They're being called in. They're in the Marines. They're in the Navy. I'm not going to be sitting here and playing peacenik songs at them tonight. I'm not going to do that to them.
Well, I think you're wrong. I think you're just on one side then.
What side is there? There's USA and the people who bombed us.
Yeah, well, everybody's for the USA, even the guys who want peace, you know.
What
you don't want to be running around all swollen from anthrax and stuff and then say, oh, we should have waited and seen.
All right, Eric, you think if we don't hit them back, they'll be nice to us?
No, I don't think that.
We haven't bombed them before.
I don't see what's wrong with having peace songs on.
They knocked... Well, you know what? Find a peace station for that. All right? I'm going to support the people who are supporting us. I'm what?
You're wrong for that.
How am I wrong?
Any song is appropriate.
This is not a music. War songs. This is not even a music station.
Well, you shouldn't tell Al Dukes to do that. I think he was right for playing it. Good for Al.
You know what? Here's what you do, Eric. You go out and get your own show.
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm going to tell you what to do, you little puss.
Listen, you Floridian
You're the pussy.
imps.
You puss.
From Florida,
you fag. So what?
You sunshine boys.
Why don't you come on down here?
I'd love to come down there. I love to.
I thought you're a peacenik. What if I have anthrax in my pocket?
I'm not a peacenik, but I thought it was a good song, and I thought.
What if I have anthrax in my pocket?
I'd love to beat you both.
You pussy. Come.
I'd love to rip off Fezzi's arms and make you eat them.
Why don't you come here? We're at the 888 building on 57th Street.
Where?
On the 88th building on 57th Street.
Yeah, all right.
3 miles where the bombs
drop. On the air as I make you cry like a little girl.
Come on down here and make me cry. We get off at 11.
All right, good.
All right.
And we keep it on the air as I beat you guys.
Good. Bring it in. But you're the peacenik. You're the one who doesn't want to do anything.
No, I didn't say it was peacenik. I said it was a good song, and I think Al Dukes' heart was in the right place for playing it. You're the guys, the war guys.
The war guys. We're not the war guys. We're supporting the military. This is what our show has turned into now. This is what happened to the show that literally wanted to dedicate themselves to dick jokes. Al, I never want to see you get political on the show again. You know why?
Why?
Because you won't make a stand. Yet you slip in these little songs while we're playing foosball.
I didn't know it was going to be a, big problem for everything.
Why did you play it?
I just thought, I don't know, I thought it had to do with situation going on. I just looking through my record collection.
You've never played it before?
No.
You know when you can play that song when it's all peaceful? When those 5,000 people come back to life. Then you can play it and we'll have a big dance. Okay? At least Billy's heart is in the right place. As crazy as he is. Here's, and you know what? Here's another thing I'm angry about. What did I always say? We don't yell at the callers. Now I'm even mad at myself for that. I'll smack the hell out of this guy when he comes down here. Al, here's my situation here. I am not going to do anything to disrespect these guys that are heading over there now.
Right, I'm just afraid that we'll get into a ground war and we won't be able to win it.
So you thought you would play a song when Fez and I aren't in the room?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't put much thought into it. I just...
Obviously, you put enough thought into it to pick that song out. You've got how many albums here?
Many.
And last week, when we would end the show with a song, Earl went out of his way, took him most of the night to pick out something. And then we all talked about it. Should this song be played? Nobody went and just grabbed something and threw it in.
And we're not a music station. I don't give an F about music on this station. You want to play music? Go to one of the other stations. Go to K-Rock. And pick out all kinds of little cool music you can play all night. I sure as hell am on Bush's side more than I am any two wackadoos stealing planes and driving them into the World Trade Center.
That's for sure.
Where's the peace, love, and understanding of that, Al?
There's none there.
Why don't you go play that song for those people and wake them up? Send that song to Afghanistan. There's a love note from Al Dukes.
No, I mean, I don't want to play it for those guys.
What is your point of playing that song? How are we getting it together?
Well, it's just, the president keeps talking about a long war.
Yes.
It just seems like that means going in like Russia and fought Afghanistan. It took so many years, and that's what I'm afraid of happening.
You know what you need, Al? You need your own show, the Al Duke Show, where you could play music out of the news. And see if you can't get it for a late, like a late Sunday night thing here. There's a slot, and then you can take the newspaper and pick songs out and play it along.
Someone's going to do that idea now, Ronnie.
I just want us to know what we're getting into before we do this.
Who, me and Fez?
No, the country.
So you're using our show as a platform?
No, I just, throwing it out there for people.
In the meantime, you have the time to do that, but you can't get Jeremy for me. Or some other to go.
That I forgot to do.
But
or a foosball table.
Yeah, or a foosball table. You don't have time to take care of any of those things.
I don't know what kind of message you're trying to send out with this, Al Dukes, but I'm sure it's wrong. We're Ron and Fez.
Hey, Billy Staples wanted to add one extra thing. Billy, come on in here.
Staples! Now!
Billy, you had an announcement you wanted to make tonight? About Mrs. Staples?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just so caught up in everything. Yeah, I just wanted to wish the lovely Linda, Mrs. Staples, a happy birthday. She's homesick. I hope she's feeling better.
It's her birthday, right?
Sorry, I'm not there with her tonight, yeah.
Well, you're just at work.
It's not like you're on the other side of the planet. You will see her tonight, won't you?
You know what? Things don't always come out the way they're in my head, much clearer than the way they come out sometimes. I'm still a little worked up, so just cut me a little.
Okay, so happy birthday to Mrs. Staples.
Thank you.
Did you do anything for her today? Or
I took her out to lunch before we came in.
Really?
Yeah.
Where to?
International Delights Cafe in Belmont.
Nice.
There you go.
That one of those international coffees?
No, maybe I'll get a free meal, or I just gave him a plug.
When you take her home tonight?
No, she's sick.
Oh, okay.
Plus, we're married.
I see.
Oh.
1027 WNEW. Our new fall lineup is Sports Guys mornings, Don and Mike middays, Opie and Anthony afternoons, Ron and Fez nights.
We are 1027 WNEW.